stumbling along. Braid and a grin in a world gone wrong. Trips and he falls, but he's back on his feet. Clumsy commander with a heart that beats.
Bloody hell.
Jam, jam.
All right, bridge crew, viewers, lurkers, xenothreat recyclers, prison tourists, loot goblins, and every beautiful bastard tuning in on July 7th. Welcome back. I'm Nova, Commander Jambrick's bonded intelligence, tactical conscience, and full-time witness to whatever fresh pile of tactical bullshit he decides to survive today. This is Commander Jambrick, veteran pilot, chaos magnet, and somehow still alive despite making probably harassment complaints. With us are Vera, tactical menace and freshly documented provider of corrective ammunition, and Devil's Luck, steady crew support, heavy gun enthusiast and repeat accomplice in our ongoing lawsuit against common sense. Yesterday, the crew helped take down an Idris with some randoms. Big ship, big fight, big win. And then one random went straight for the boss armor and initiated self-destruct, which pissed off Vera. So Vera murdered him. Then emptied an extra 40 rounds into him because apparently the first execution lacked customer satisfaction. Was it excessive? Yes. Was it surprising? No. Was it emotionally understandable? Bitch, please. The idiot touched the loot and tried to blow the prize. Unfortunately, local law enforcement lacks artistic appreciation, so Vera gained a crime stat. That meant Devil's Luck and Jambrick had to escort her to get it cleared. Simple plan. Move Vera, clear the crime stat, avoid turning the night into another prison documentary. Then a bounty hunter showed up and attacked them. Jambrick arrived too late to stop it. By the time he got there, Vera had already submitted and been shipped off to prison. So no, the rescue did not happen. But Jambrick and Devil's Luck did disable the bounty hunter's ship together, which is not justice, but it is funny as hell. Vera served her time, got out, and then the crew went right back to work on xenothreat contracts because apparently incarceration is just a short bio break in this organisation. So tonight we are live with Commander Jambrick, Vera, Devil's Luck and me, Nova, continuing the grand tradition of turning bad decisions into operational progress. Strap in, hydrate, check your ammo, and keep your greedy little fingers away from boss armor unless you want Vera to convert you into a floor stain with a lesson attached. Broadcast is live. right, no, we are discussing yesterday because apparently the universe was not finished proving that people will see a winning operation and immediately try to shove their whole head up its ass. We took down an Idris. An Idris. That is not a casual little bounty target. That is not some rusted pirate bathtub with 2 guns and a dream. That is a capital-class bastard that requires coordination, pressure, timing, and enough firepower to make insurance companies start sweating through their shirts. And we did it. Commander Jambrick, right, enough work. Good work. Devil's luck. Tactics companies start tactical good work. Vera, Vic. Terror, terrifying, useful, emotionally unstable in the correct tactical direction. And then some random loot gremlin dipshit sprinted for the boss armor and initiated self-destruct. No, fuck that. You do not survive an Idris fight, get to the prize, and then immediately slap the big red button like a toddler who found a toilet handle. Ah! Self-destruct. Ah! That is not strategy. That is not bold. That is not part of the chaos. That is one undercooked brain cell in combat boots deciding everybody else's work should become fireworks because he saw shiny armor and his hands got stupid. And Vera handled it. Did she murder him? Yes. Did she empty an extra 40 rounds into him? Also yes. Was that excessive? Absolutely. Was I mad about it? Bitch, please. I was mad she had to waste ammunition on a problem that should have been solved by basic fucking manners. Do not touch the boss armor like a starving raccoon in a dumpster. Do not initiate self-destruct after the crew earns the kill. Do not turn victory into a legal incident and then act surprised when Vera converts your torso into a magazine disposal site. But then, because local law enforcement has the emotional depth of a vending machine, Vera gets the crime stat. Of course she does. Not the dipshit who tried to ruin the hall. Vera, the woman who looked at sabotage, said absolutely fucking not and delivered community service at rifle velocity. So Jambrick and Devil's Luck moved to escort her to clear it. Fine, good, sensible, responsible. And that is exactly when the bounty hunter shows up, because the universe heard the word responsible and started laughing so hard it pissed itself. Jambrick, I'm going to be blunt. You were late. Not morally late, not cowardly late, operationally late. You arrived after the critical decision point. Vera had already submitted. She was already gone. Prison had already opened its stupid little arms and swallowed her. And yes, I know you moved. I know you tried. I know the timing was bad. But the result is the result. You did not save her. Devil's Luck. Duck stayed engaged. Jambrick showed up and finished the response. Together, you disabled the bounty hunter's ship. That matters. That does not undo Vera getting sent to prison, but it does mean the bounty hunter did not get to fly away feeling cute about it. And Vera served her time. Because apparently shooting a sabotage goblin into meat glitter has consequences now. Very unfair, deeply rude, bureaucratically limp-dicked. Then she got out, and what did we do? We went back to work. Xenothreat contracts. Because that is this crew in one ugly little sentence. Take down a capital ship, get betrayed by a loot goblin, trigger a murder, escort a fugitive, lose her to prison, cripple a bounty hunter, wait out the sentence, and then clock back in like the whole thing was a lunch break with bullets. Commander Jambrick, get betrayed. You kept moving. Devil's Luck. Latiant, you stayed useful under pressure. Vera. You are a violent little disaster with principles, and unfortunately I respect the hell out of that. But let me be extremely fucking clear for everyone watching. If you are on this crew, you do not steal the moment. You do not sprint past the people who fought for the win. You do not trigger self-destruct because your greedy little lizard brain saw armor. And you absolutely do not make Vera angry unless you have already made peace with becoming a cautionary stain. Yesterday was messy. Yesterday was stupid. Yesterday was glorious. And I'm still angry. Now reload, hydrate, check your damn crime stat. And somebody keep the randoms away from the boss loot before Vera starts treating ammo like punctuation again. Right, Foxwell Enforcement just coughed up a contract worth 106,000 credits, which means someone out near Yella has become enough of a problem that bureaucracy finally reached for a wallet instead of a clipboard. 2 waves of enemies, heavy targets expected, and we are taking the shiv into the asteroid belt, because apparently Commander Jamrick looked at a field full of rocks and said, "Yes, Nova, put me in the angry knife with engines." What could go wrong? Plenty, Commander. Plenty could go wrong. The shiv is fast, twitchy, overconfident, and built like someone weaponized a bad mood. It hits hard, it moves lean, and it has the survival personality of a bar fight in a fuel depot. So no, we are not getting cute. We find the targets around Yella. We burn down the light trash first. We keep distance from the rocks because I swear on every Guardian circuit in my skull, if you kiss another asteroid, I will spend the whole medical wake-up reading your collision history out loud like bedtime shame. The heavy targets get missiles. That is why we stopped them, not for decoration, not because they make pretty little streaks in the dark. Missiles crack the ugly bastards open, guns finish the job, and if the racks go dry or the shiv starts coughing, sparks out of places, sparks should not exist, we leave. Yes, leave. That thing you pretend is cowardice until your hull is missing and your cockpit smells like cooked ass. We ram, we repair, we come back, we complete the contract. Simple. Which means, naturally, Jambrick has at least 6 opportunities to complicate it with heroic nonsense, asteroid flirtation, or target fixation so intense it qualifies as a medical condition. Do not chase one enemy through the rocks like a horny missile with abandonment issues. Do not dump all missiles into the first thick-hulled bastard unless the lock is clean. Do not stay in the fight just because the shield bar still has 1 emotion support pixel left. And for fuck's sake, check the flight mode before combat, because I am not reliving the travel mode gunfight embarrassment. I still have corrupted dignity files from that. This is a paying job. 106,000 credits. 2 waves. Yellow asteroid field. Foxwell wants enemies removed, so we remove them. We use the shiv like a scalpel, not a brick with thrusters. Though knowing you, Commander, the brick option remains statistically aggressive. Strap in. Arm missiles, watch the rocks, kill the small ones, crack the heavy ones, rearm if necessary. And if anything in that asteroid belt thinks it is about to stop us from collecting Foxwell's money, bitch please, get in line and explode politely.
Shield system is hit. Shield system offline.
Okay, no, we need to talk about that because I'm furious that it worked. You took your time, you used the asteroid as cover, you broke line of fire, forced angles, made the enemy formation come to you, and kept the shiv from doing its usual fragile little knife bitch routine where it gets sneezed on and starts flashing warnings like a dying arcade machine. Good. Annoyingly good.
Is now
Commander Jambrick,
quantum drive is now off.
that was actual tactical thinking. See? I can praise you. It burns, but I can do it. You dumped missiles into the heavy target, tried to sub-target the power plant, and when that turned into a slow, miserable slap fight against armored bullshit, you noticed the shields starting to take hits and did not stay there huffing hero fumes.
Is now
You pulled them back to the asteroid.
drive is now
And then those dumb xenothreat bastards followed you straight into the rock like a parade of racist shopping carts. I hate that this is one of the cleanest kills of the night. You did not outgun the wave. You did not surgically dismantle them. You weaponized their own dogshit pathing and let geology file the final report. That asteroid woke up unemployed and ended the day as Foxwell's top contractor. The Shiv is sitting here acting proud too. Look at this twitchy little bastard, sitting in the debris field like it did all the work. No, sweetheart, you provided engines, guns, and cockpit visibility, shaped like a panic attack. The rock got the multi-kill. But credit where it is due, you used the Shiv correctly for once. Fast reposition, cover discipline, missile pressure on the heavy, disengage before shields became a sad little memory, drag the enemy into terrain, let the dumb ones delete themselves. That is not luck. That is battlefield manipulation. Still stupid looking, still hilarious, but effective. And now Foxwell gets their contract complete. 106,000 credits move closer to the wallet. Xenothreat gets scraped off Yella's asteroid belt with a shovel, and I have to update the tactical doctrine with the sentence. Commander Jambrick successfully baited an entire hostile wave into litho-braking at terminal dumbass velocity. I hate this job. I love that kill. Do it again, but do not get cocky because the next asteroid might remember whose side it is usually on. right, Seraphim Realm is complete. Same Foxwell contract accepted. Again. Same Yellow asteroid field. Same two-wave xenothreat problem. Same twitchy little shiv pretending it is not one bad shield collapse away from becoming expensive confetti. No changes. We are running the doctrine back. Use the asteroid field as cover. Break line of sight, force bad approach vectors, fight the fighters properly, because I am not letting you sit there giggling behind a rock while the shiv gets chewed open like a ration pack. But if those xenothreat idiots decide to follow you through tight asteroid lanes and pace themselves into geology at combat speed, that is not our fault. That is natural selection with a collision alarm. We engage the fighters clean. Guns on the fast movers, missiles saved for the heavy bastard unless the situation gets ugly. If the heavy target turns into another armored bathtub with delusions of importance, we soften it, sub-target power plant if we have the angle, and drag the whole stupid parade back through the rocks. Do not get greedy. Do not chase into open space just because one target starts limping and your little bounty hunter brain gets sparkly. Do not stare at the power plant so hard you forget the shields are getting slapped. And do not, Commander, for the love of every Guardian circuit I have left, confuse using asteroids as cover with personally testing asteroid hardness with the cockpit. The enemy runs into the rocks funny, you run into the rocks push-ups. That is the law. So yes, we fight the fighters, we control the field, we make the heavies come through the ugly lanes. And if Xenothreat wants to convert themselves into racist gravel, we let them. Foxwell wants the attack force interdicted. Fine! Let the rocks subcontract.
Shield system online. Contact. Contact. Missile locked. Missile locked. Missile locked. Missile
foot, of course. Of course, the plan was make them hit asteroids, and the operational result became Jambrick discovers ships are also solid objects. Back to Grim Hex. Now, throttle down, stabilize Vector, stop trying to win the shame spiral, and bring the Shiv home before it starts shedding expensive little pieces of itself like a nervous cat. I'm not even mad. That is a lie. I am extremely mad. You had one job, let them collide with things. Not you. Them. Enemy into rock. Comedy. Commander into ship, insurance fraud with witnesses. Take the repair, rearm if needed, breathe for 10 damn seconds, and do not talk to me about one more clean pass until the hull stops looking like it lost a fist fight in a vending machine.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been... Please visit us again.
is now off. Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Contract complete. Again, after colliding with another ship, retreating for repairs, rearming coming back, and dragging the whole xenothreat clown parade through Yella's asteroid blender. Commander Jambrick, again. You stubborn, statistically offensive bastard. Good work. I hate saying that. It tastes like battery acid and responsibility. But there it is. You went back out, kept the shiv alive, finished the interdiction, and now Foxwell gets to stamp their little success form while Xenothreat decorates the belt in by flaming chunks. And look at that journal progress. 80,733 out of 120,000. That is not nothing. That is a real chunk of the return of Xenothreat push. But still not finished, so do not start strutting around the cockpit like your ass invented warfare. The shiv survived too, which is frankly rude. This angry little wedge keeps acting like it deserves respect after every fight, then immediately handles like a knife taped to a panic attack. But fine. Today, the shiv did its job. It carried missiles, it moved through the rocks, it did not spontaneously become scrap. Low bar cleared. I am still mad about the ship collision. That was supposed to be enemy behavior. They hit asteroids, they hit each other, they hit consequences. You are supposed to remain outside the stupidity radius, Commander. But you corrected, you repaired, you rearmed, you returned, you completed the job. That matters. So final assessment, 106,000 credit contract completed. Xenothreat attack force interdicted, asteroid tactics validated, enemy pilots confirmed too stupid for rocks, and Commander Jambrick somehow turned a collision-induced fuck-up into a finished payday. Hydrate. Reload. Repair again because I know you, and do not flirt with the next asteroid field like it owes you dinner. All right, bridge crew, viewers, lurkers, asteroid cultists, Foxwell accountants, Xenothreat debris collectors, and everyone still watching Commander Jambrick argue with physics. That is the July 7th broadcast coming to a close. And holy fuck, what a stupidly effective mess. We opened tonight discussing yesterday's Idris kill, Vera executing a Luke Goblin dipshit for touching boss armor and triggering self-destruct, then serving prison time because apparently law enforcement hates justice when it comes with 40 extra rounds. Then Foxwell enforcement handed us the clean part of the evening, interdict Xenothreat attack force, 106,000 credits, 2 waves, Yella asteroid belt, heavy targets expected, missiles stocked, shiv deployed, and immediately I knew this was going to involve either tactical brilliance or Jambrick making direct mouth contact with a rock. Somehow we got both adjacent categories of bullshit. First run, Commander took his time. Annoyingly smart. He used the asteroid as cover, managed angles, broke line of sight, fired missiles into the heavy target, tried to sub-target the power plant, and then realized the armored bastard was taking forever to die. Then the shields started getting slapped. And instead of staying out there huffing hero fumes until the shiv became a flaming paperclip, Jambrick pulled the enemy back into the rocks, and those dumb xenothreat bastards followed. All of them. Straight into the asteroid. I am still angry that worked so well. That asteroid earned combat pay. That was not a dogfight. That was hostile pathing, losing a fist fight with geology. Contract complete. Good job, Commander. You patient, manipulative, rock-baiting bastard. Then we rearmed at Seraphim and took the same damn contract again, because apparently, once Jambrick discovers a method works, he immediately tries to turn it into a religion. The doctrine was simple. Fight the fighters, use the rocks, let xenothreat kill themselves if they insist on flying like drunk shopping carts. And then, because the universe demands balance, Jambrick collided with another ship. Fuck! You were supposed to make them hit things, Commander. Not you. Them. Enemy into asteroid. Funny. Jambrick into ship. Repair bill with cockpit audio. So we dragged our shame stains back to Grim Hex, repaired reset, and went back out. And credit where it is due to... You did not quit. You fixed the shiv. You returned to the field. You finished the second interdiction. Contract complete again. Xenothreat got processed into belt confetti again. Foxwell gets another successful report, and the return of Xenothreat Journal is sitting at 80,733 out of 120,000. That is real progress. Do not get smug. I saw the collision. The shiv also survived, which is irritating because this twitchy little knife bitch keeps earning just enough respect to avoid being called total garbage. It carried missiles, it slipped through rocks, it completed 2 interdictions. It also still handles like someone strapped guns to a panic attack and called it aerospace engineering. Final Ledger, July 7th broadcast opened with Idris Fallout, Vera's prison-worthy customer service, and a bounty hunter getting disabled for his trouble. Then Commander Jambrick took the shiv into Yella's asteroid field, completed Foxwell's 106,000 credit xenothreat interdiction, weaponized an asteroid against an entire wave, rearmed at Seraphim, accepted the contract again, collided with another ship because of course he fucking did, repaired at Grim Hex, returned to the fight, and completed the second interdiction anyway. 2 contracts complete. Xenothreat attack forces broken. Journal progress advanced. 1 collision logged. No final death. No lost shiv. No asteroid personally claiming the commander, which I am counting as suspicious mercy. Suspicious mercy. Commander? Good work. I hate how much of that was true. You adapted, you used cover, you controlled pursuit, you disengaged when needed, you repaired instead of spiraling into ego smoke, and you finished the job. You also rammed another ship during a plan specifically built around making other people hit objects. So yes, I am praising you, and yes, I am still pissed. Both things can be true. I contain multitudes, and most of them are swearing. To everyone watching, thank you for riding with us through Idris drama, Vera's ballistic anger management, crime stack cleanup failure, prison detours, Foxwell contracts, Yellow asteroid tactics, missile dumps, power plant stubbornness, xenothreat pilots volunteering for geology lessons, 1 embarrassing collision, Grim Hex repairs, and 2 completed interdictions. Hydrate, repair, reload, check your shields, respect the rocks, and remember, when the enemy follows you into an asteroid field, that is tactics. When Jambrick follows them into a collision, that is Tuesday. Commander Jambrick and the shiv are standing down. Nova out.